do anything. I tell you where you can put that ring. But so Sinestro and Tomar Ray are going to take the yellow lanterns, and they're going to take up the mantle or mantles. Sinestro is going to take this path, I think, because he wants to save the universe better. If the green lanterns are not as efficient as yellow lanterns, and this Owen wants to change the universe and make things right and save everyone from manhunters, then maybe that's what they need to do. But Arisia knows better, the girl here. Everybody knows Arisia from the comic books. She takes a more sort of a young Impa from The Legend of Zelda, more headstrong samurai leader of army, female kind of thing. And Hal Jordan, he's just not, he's holding on to what he knows. He knows the Green Lantern, and so does Kilowog, so they're not going to just leave. But Sinestro and Tomar Ray are, as well as others. So the three people, John Stewart and the two others, are still like held hostage until a yellow lantern breaks them out and wants them to take the ring. I guess the Quardian has his misgivings about making the universe a better place. I think some of the Quardians want to stay in their own universe. They don't want to go to the DC universe or the Earth One universe and cause problems. So some people feel differently. There's some division within the groups. So it's like Kilowog is saying, this just isn't powerful, not anymore. Then the thing is that in some ways he's right, in some ways he's wrong. You can have too much power. So Hal Jordan is like, look, you want to trust this guy who is corrupt and doesn't care. He might have killed his own people, and he'll kill all of you if you let it happen. So, and a lot's going to happen that's going to back this up. And you're going to see what's going on. So the Green Lantern Corps is split up. I mean, it's split. I mean, Hal Jordan, for once, it's not Hal Jordan's fault. The corpse is dead. It's what this Owen is doing. So you get a little bit of history from about the Quard, and they find this blue person, the antagonist. And they listen to him, like, follow me, I have the power, I have the will. So he discovers the yellow power, and he gives it in rings to all these Quardians, and now the Quardians. So the Quardians you had masters and slaves on this universe. And so what this Owen did was said, come with me and live in peace. And the only way you can do that is by becoming lanterns yourselves. So this causes a problem. So it's about a matter of, I'm right, you're wrong, and the other group says, I'm right, you're wrong. You can see everyone receiving their rings. Sinestro's receiving his ring. Together we can make that difference. Together we will raise chaos and bring about a new golden age. It's every antagonist says this, right? So it's nothing new. So as the Owen's making this big holographic speech, Dr. Maturi puts on the yellow ring and decides to use it. She takes the other two people out into space. And this is a message from Carol Ferris. Now, she tells him that, of course, just like in Batman Beyond, it wasn't an accident. That ship blew up because somebody had used their power, and it was the yellow lantern. So, said, no wonder that yellow lantern knew, excuse me, no wonder he knew to head me off before I got to Yaren, because they set it up. And they also figured out that CENTCOM was the one that worked with the Yellow Lanterns to do this sort of Star Trek VI, kill the Klingons, assassinate the Chancellor kind of thing to break up relations and start retaliations. And it's pretty evident when you see CENTCOM promote the Yellow Lanterns to be their personal security guards, which can't be good. When you get to this point here, Dr. Nagendo Maturi tries again to use the ring, but she knows she's too angry. So she asks Stewart to, her second in command, to try out the ring and see what happens. So we get the John Stewart lantern, but it's the yellow lantern and not green, which was in the preview, so not a huge surprise. But how he uses it is going to be important. Now here's the most important part. The giant green battery is gone, so we don't see it anymore. It is no longer on Earth. So all their rings, all the Green Lanterns lose their power, and all the Yellow Lanterns come in and Order 66 and kill all the Green Lanterns except for the very few. So Hal Jordan's in deep space. He's going to use the power of the sun as sort of an alternate power source to try to see how long he can sustain the green light. But he doesn't have long to live. But he's soon rescued. Then he sees some spiders on rocks. So this is where you start to see Sinestro's morality. He doesn't want to do political assassinations. He doesn't get involved in other people's governments. Now, whether or not he actually overthrew his government, just like in the other universes of DC Comics for the last 50, 60 years, I don't know. He might have helped overthrow his government, but he doesn't get involved with other people's governments. It's not, or on other planets, so it's not his job. So Sinestro is going to do idiotic things, but and Hal Jordan doesn't like the guy. He doesn't like him at all.